Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this look right here where I dip into the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered, which I literally haven't used in ages and I'm obsessed with it. I wanted to do like a cute little rose gold look, and I dip into the Norvina palette as well. So if you want to see how I got this look, then make sure to just keep watching. So we are starting off with our brows already done as per usual, and I did just wash my hair, which is why I have it up in a little towel because I really couldn't be bothered to do it before this. So I'm going to go in with my Skin Base from MAC as my primer because it has like little reflex in it, which gives a nice kind of sheen to the skin. Plus it's really hydrating and a little bit on the tacky side, so it helps to keep your makeup in place. And then next I'm actually going to do the eyes first. So I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered. Oh my god, if you haven't tried her palettes, they're honestly so pretty. I'm going to start with the shade Demure, which is a light, kind of a light pink shade. Popping that into the crease with this fluffy brush from Zoeva, just really lightly doing little windscreen wiper kind of circular motions and just buffing that into the crease nicely. I'm not being that precise with this, I just want to kind of get a base colour down. And then next I'm going to go into the shade Sandalwood, which is kind of a light brown shade, and again I'm doing the exact same thing, just layering these colours up. I really love to layer colours when it comes to the crease, especially if I'm doing something kind of nice and smoky and blown out. And then I'm going to dip into Henna, which is slightly darker and has kind of little bits of red in it. So I'm switching the brush to a little kind of denser packing brush, and it's got that little bit of fluffiness as well, just to help blend into the crease. And I did focus that on the outer corner. Just doing the same again on the other side, so I kind of pack the colour on first and then lightly blend into that crease as well, but I want to keep the darkness kind of on the outer corner mostly. And I always go back to my original blending brush just to make sure that that's all nice and seamlessly blended into the other shades. It's looking cute. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Cocoa, which is a deeper kind of reddy brown shade, and I'm taking this little fluffy pencil brush, this is from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe collection, and I'm focusing that just kind of in the outer corner, and I also kind of drag that close to my lash line because I want to create a little bit of kind of depth and darkness right kind of close to the lash line. And then I go back to the original brushes that I've been using with no additional product on, just to help blend all of those colours really nicely together. I think it's really important to do that. And then I'm going to dip into the Norvina palette for my lid shade. Oh, this palette is so beautiful. I'm going in the shade Rose Gold because I really wanted to do a kind of rose gold eye situation, if you get what I mean, but with kind of browns as well. So I'm just taking a packing brush. This is also a Jaclyn Hill and Morphe brush. It's just a nice little synthetic packing brush, which is really great for shimmer shades. And I did wet the brush with a little bit of Fix Plus. And as you can see, it's so pigmented, so beautiful. And I'm not really doing a cut crease, I'm keeping it quite soft and just packing this on kind of in the front portion of the lid and leaving that outer corner just matte. And then I'm just going to take a tiny bit of Pink Diamond from the Huda Beauty palette, and I kind of focus that not in the inner corner so much, but right in this kind of corner of the lid, and just kind of brighten that up a little bit. And then going into Dreamer from the Norvina palette, that's what I chose to go for my inner corner because it's just so nice and brightening, and I love an inner corner highlight. And then for my lashes, I'm just going to chuck a bit of mascara and curl them like I normally do. But before that, I just decided to do a quick little bit of liner using my Cleopatra liner from Uoma Beauty. This liner is incredible. If you really like the tattoo liner from Kat Von D, you will love this. It's just a little bit more black. And you have such great control because the brush is so fine. Like you can create a wing really quickly and easily. And as you know, I'm not really a liner person. I just felt like this look kind of needed it, and I'm really loving this liner at the moment. It's not making it too difficult to get a nice kind of even line each side. And then I just do a quick coat of mascara before going in with my lashes. The lashes I chose to use today are a bit kind of fluffier on the outer corner. These are the false eyelashes lashes from falseeyelashes.co.uk, and they are so nice and pretty affordable as well. And then moving on to our face, I'm going to use my Uoma foundation. I'm literally obsessed with this. I haven't put it down since I've got it, so that's when you know I'm really enjoying the foundation. And I like to use my damp sponge from Morphe. The Morphe sponge is quite dense, so it just gives a really like beautiful finish without taking away too much product. And then this is basically a kind of cream bronzer, which I'm just using really quickly just on the outer perimeter of my face. I think it's the one I have from Nude Stix, so it has a tiny bit of a sheen as well to give a more natural finish. And then moving on to concealer, I'm taking the Uoma Stay Woke concealer. This is incredible. It's so pigmented. I did put quite a bit on, but it just looks so flawless when you blend it out. It doesn't cake up. It doesn't make it doesn't kind of go into your fine lines and in the creases under your eyes. It's just so beautiful, and it lasts for ages. I have really oily skin, I tell you guys literally all the time, and this does not budge. As long as you set it with some translucent powder, it is there to stay, and this colour is just the perfect match for me. So this is like in the fairest of the fair, because I like to have a bit of brightening under there. And then to set everything in place, I'm just using my RCMA No Colour powder, which is also quite brightening actually. And I'm just going in and setting everything using my damp sponge. So I like to go in and pat all of those lines out, just in case we've got any creasing going on before we set. And then I go in with the powder on the sponge, and I use that to set. And I swear, if you use a sponge to apply the powder, it not only gives a really flawless finish, but it just locks everything in place. And I do a little bit of baking around my nose and where I get particularly oily. And then for my lower lash line, I'm just taking a little bit of henna and sandalwood and popping that underneath using a fluffy brush, and just adding a little coat of mascara to my lower lashes, because I feel like if you've got really heavy kind of lashes on top, you kind of need to balance it out underneath. And then I don't let the bake sit there for very long, so I'm just wiping that away with a little brush. And then I'm actually going in with this cream blush from Remastered, just popping a tiny bit on the back of my hand, and then I just pop it a little bit by bit on my face using the sponge, and it gives a really nice little flush to the cheeks. And then I do need to bronze up and set that cream bronzer, so I'm taking my chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced and my Morphe brush, and I'm just popping that in all of the usual places. I just really want to warm up the face a little bit. I do think that blush was a really nice shade to kind of help warm up as well, but this is just giving it a little additional something, do you know what I mean? And like make that 5 head into a 4 head, you know? That's what we've got to do. And then I like to take that across the jawline as well, but always make sure that you really blend for a while when you do your jawline, because there is nothing worse than like looking to the side and you've got like this kind of orange kind of line going across. Honestly, it happens to the best of us. And then I'm just doing a quick little bit of nose contour using the same shade. And then I just like to go over everything with a little bit of foundation powder just to make sure that everything's nice and blended in. And then I go with a bit of banana powder just underneath my eyes as well, just for a little bit more brightening effect. And then for highlighter today, I'm dipping back into the Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter, which is their collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. I forgot how much I adore this highlight. Honestly, the Becca highlighters are so beautiful. They just give a really nice natural sheen. So I started off applying with my sponge, and then I did actually go in later and add a little bit more with my brush as well. And then I do want to set the cream blush in place, so I'm just adding a little bit of this Jouer Adore blush. Oh my god, it's so beautiful, and I'm just popping that on really lightly because I don't want to go too ham considering we've already got a bit of colour there. And then, like I said before, I'm just adding a little bit more highlighter right on the cheekbones, just where it pops. And then while I'm here, I also added just a little bit to the inner corner, just to add just a little bit more of oomph, you know. And then I did actually forget to set my brows earlier, so I'm just putting a bit of clear brow gel through them. And then moving on to lips, I'm lining my lips with a Well lip pencil from MAC. This is my all-time favourite. You guys probably know because I use it all the time, but I think for my personal lip shade, this is probably the most natural, that gives a really nice kind of shadow effect, especially if you overline, so it doesn't look too unnatural when you overline, if that makes sense. So I always like to go in and line first. Lip liner is life. If you haven't used lip liner before, please get to know about it. It just really finishes off a lip and just makes it look super defined and gorgeous. And then for the colour on the lip, I'm just using this Coral Gables lipstick from Bobbi Brown. It is a matte lipstick, but it does take a little bit of time to dry down, so it is really comfortable for a long time. I would only say by the end of the day that it gets a little bit drying and uncomfortable, but apart from that, I love it, and I just think it looked so nice with the eyes that we have going on. And then to set in place, I'm literally obsessed with this Anastasia dewy set. It smells incredible and honestly keeps your makeup in place all day. You know me, I'm always a Fix Plus girl, but this honestly is amazing and just applies so evenly to the skin as well. And then I'm just going to sort my hair out because I really need to go and dry it, sort it out, straighten it, do what we need to do, and then I'll be right back. So this is the final look, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm really into this eye. I feel like it's a nice simple neutral eye, just with a little bit of something extra, a bit of rose gold, a bit more of a corally lip, but still quite neutral as well. So if you did like the video, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It would really mean a lot to me. And then everything will be linked in the bottom bar below, but apart from that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.